Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mike Larkin, once again back with you for another edition of the Bodega Wrestling Podcast. As always, by my side is the one and only Heel Team 6 all day, every day in the motherfucking building. I'm talking about my boy Chef. Chef, how you doing?
Brother, I am wonderful. I'm super excited. And, like usual, we do things outside the box and we kind of do whatever we want. It's like we have our own version of a takeover. Whenever we do this, we take over Bodega, but we never come alone.
Absolutely, and this is another edition of a prediction show. This is for this Saturday's AEW Double or Nothing, and we are not alone. Representing the UK, we got our boy MJ on the line. MJ, it's a pleasure. How are you, sir?
Very well, thank you. Thank you for having me, making my debut.
Yes, making your debut. And what a show to make your debut, man. We got AEW Double or Nothing live this Saturday from Las Vegas, Nevada at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Big events, man. Big times. AEW October 1st is going to be premiering live on TNT. They got their deal for the fall. Want to get your guys' thoughts on this? Chef, I'll start with you. AEW October 1st, TNT. We're bringing back the wrestling business, man.
I'm really excited because I'm from the era where I did grow up watching WCW with Ted Turner and all that other stuff, and it had a bad exit, to say the least. But I feel like Ted Turner had the perfect opportunity to have a big brand come back and showcase wrestling on a serious level. So I'm super excited for AEW.
And how about yourself, MJ? What are your thoughts about AEW going to TNT live October 1st in the fall?
I think, has there ever been a better time for something like this to happen? I think this is exactly what the wrestling industry needs. It's a shot in the arm, and I think it's going to be incredible for everyone, not just AEW, not just the AEW fans, but for the industry as a whole. It's going to be amazing.
I think so as well. I think it's very exciting times for wrestling. Like I said, it's Tuesday Night Dynamite looks to be the thing. So, you got SmackDown on Fox over the fall. Now you got AEW. It's really exciting times for wrestling. I think this show is not going to disappoint that we have. But one of the big things that came out of this AEW Double or Nothing is that they pulled Adam Page versus Pac over creative differences. Pac is the current Open the Dream Gate champion for Dragon Gate. He didn't want to lose a match while holding the title for AEW. They're focused on the wins and losses, and they didn't want to have a tie or DQ in the match. And also there was reports that they were looking to have Pac versus Kenny Omega for the future. And unfortunately, let's see what goes on, even if that, I know it doesn't look like it's going to be in the cards right now, but what happens going forward with Pac, and maybe he will be back in AEW, maybe he won't. But they did release it on their YouTube channel, their matchup in England, where Pac pretty much took down Page with the chair and told him he wouldn't be coming to Double or Nothing for AEW, and that match is on the AEW YouTube channel from Nottingham, England. So I got to ask you, and I'll start with the fellow UKer here. MJ, what are your thoughts about Adam Page and Pac doing the match from England and it being off the AEW Double or Nothing card?
It was a shame, obviously. It's that was the match that I was actually most looking forward to for Double or Nothing. I feel that was probably going to steal the show. But admittedly, I can kind of see where both sides are coming from. Dragon Gate don't want their champion losing. AEW have big plans for Hangman going forward. They obviously didn't want him to lose. It was an unfortunate situation, but I can kind of see the sides, the point of view from both sides. Great stuff that they put the show out for all the AEW fans that we're looking forward to this on their YouTube channel. That was a good touch. It's a shame. I don't think it will be the end of Pac. I'm sure we'll see Pac at some point in AEW in the future.
I like to add to that. I completely agree with you because I think the man is an asset, and I look forward to seeing what comes with Pac and Dragon Gate, AEW, whatever he does, because the man is just absolutely amazing at what he does. And, Chef, anything to add to that? What do you think about the whole Pac and, Adam Page being off the AEW card? They put the match from the UK on the AEW YouTube channel. What are your thoughts about the whole situation, sir?
I think it's cool they put it on their channel or whatever, but how can you follow up that geniusness that we just heard? You know what I mean? Like, this is why I wanted to work with this guy, and we had the perfect opportunity to bring him into this. So I'm just going to co-sign everything he says and go to the next topic.
I'll take that.
So pretty much right there, Chef is channeling his inner Danny Doring from the original ECW days. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, is what Chef says on that. So let's just jump right into the card. All right, we have two pre-show matches, gentlemen. The first one is a 21-man casino battle royale for a AEW World Championship matchup. There's about 4 or 5 spots left, but here are the participants so far. We got Sonny Kiss, who was Exolicious on Lucha Underground. We got Brandon Cutler. We got Ace Romero. We got from WCW, Glacier. We got Brian Pillman Jr. We got Sunny Days. We got MJF. We got Joey Janela. We got Dustin Thomas. We got Billy Gunn. We got Jimmy Havoc. We got Michael Nakazawa. We got Jungle Boy. We got Isaiah Cassidy. Mark Quinn. Luchasaurus, better known as Justin Devlin from NXT. He did his thing there, and he was in Vibora and Lucha Underground. And we got Sean Spears, the former Ty Dillinger, Perfect 10. Those two announced for the Battle Royal, so I got to ask you guys who you going with. And MJ, I'll start with you, sir. Who are you going with in this Battle Royal from the participants that we know so far?
Wow, that's a tough one. Crikey. I'd say, initially, first one that jumps out is Ty. I think he's coming in with a lot of pomp and circumstance. That was like breaking news this morning, I believe. Mm-hmm. So that's an interesting signing. I don't know how anybody can go against MJF. I think MJF has got something about him. He's the biggest douchebag you'll ever meet in wrestling, but does it so well. Again, like Hangman, I think MJF has a huge future in AEW. So my pick is MJF, that's for sure.
So, besides the fact that I, too, am going to pull a chef line and say I co-sign with everything you just said, I'd just like to add Luchasaurus, the Judas Devlin that I mentioned, 7 foot tall and amazing talent. There's a lot of amazing talents in here, and I like Brian Pillman Jr. getting that shine in here, and Sean Spears, Ty Dillinger. I mean, him and Cody go way back, man, former OVW Southern Tag Team Champions together. I mean, dude, Sean Spears is going to do his thing. So, but I, too, got to go with MJF, man. I mean, he had his thing against Matt Cross, the former son of Havoc from Lucha Underground All In, and dude's proved himself, MLW and all over the place. I think he's got that great heel about him, so I, too, will go with MJF and agree with you on that, sir, Mr. MJ. So, Chef, who you going with in this Battle Royale?
I mean, mine was an easy pick. I love MJF, but MJF kind of reminds me of a younger Ethan Carter III. I don't know what it is.
Great.
I really dig the guy, but that's definitely not my pick. I just wanted to say I can't believe that you named Glacier. When you said Glacier, I was like, holy shit, like, I didn't know Glacier was still wrestling. So I think that's cool, but I'm definitely going Jimmy Havoc. Obviously, I'm extremely biased, but, I mean, let's face it, there's not a dude on the planet that's more hardcore, and I know it's not a hardcore match, but if Jimmy Havoc's involved, somebody's going to get fucked up, and I love Jimmy Havoc, so I'm going Jimmy Havoc just on pure bias.
And pretty much if I was to bottom line Chef's sentiments here, he wants to see Jimmy motherfucking Havoc go for that AEW World Heavyweight Championship, baby. And would that be a fair sentiment there, Mr. Chef?
Oh, I can completely, 100% co-sign that. I take that shit to the bank.
Yes. So the other matchup that we have on this pre-show here is we got Superbad Kip Sabian going one-on-one with, we've seen him on Lucha Underground. We're talking about Sammy Guevara. Man, we're in for a treat here with these two. I think we're going to see a lot out of Kip Sabian. I've seen Sammy Guevara's work, another very high-octane area assault type of cat. I'm looking forward to it, but my pick in this one, I'm probably going to go with Sammy Guevara, and I look forward to seeing what we get out of Kip Sabian. We'll start with the fellow UKer. MJ, are you going with Kip Sabian, or are you going with the high-octane aerial assault that is Sammy Guevara?
I'm going for Sammy G. Kip Sabian's brilliant. That's going to be a great match. I'm telling you, that's going to be a fantastic match. Probably too good for the pre-show, if I'm honest. But no, I can't see anything other than a Sammy G win for this one.
All right. Now, Chef, are you going to go Kip Sabian representing the UK, or are you going to go Sammy Guevara, the high-octane aerial assault lucha libre that is Sammy Guevara?
I hate co-signing with everybody all the time. But unfortunately, I like Sammy Guevara, so I'm going to go with Sammy. We'll clean sweep it with Sammy. But, listen, both these guys are going to be freaking amazing. So, all I want is great wrestling, and I think these two young cats can be able to do it. I'm just, I have a little more knowledge of Sammy because, I've seen him in the Impact Zone and things like that. So, I'm going with Sammy.
Alrighty, and that is your pre-show. Now we're about to get into the main card and the matches we have. Well, we're talking about two of the newest signings. We'll start with this match for AEW Double or Nothing. It's tag team action as Angelico and Jack Evans go head-to-head with the best friends, that is Chucky T, Chuck Taylor and Trent Beretta. Man, we are going to have fun with this matchup, but if I had to pick someone, because all four are great talents, I'm going to go with the newcomers, that is Angelico and Jack Evans, for those who've seen their work in AAA, Lucha Underground, Ring of Honor with Jack Evans, Impact with Jack Evans all over the place. You're in for a treat, so I'm going to go with Angelico and Jack Evans. I'll start again with MJ. Are you going with the best friends, Chucky T and Trent Beretta, or Angelico and Jack Evans?
Well, before I give you my pick for this one, I must say, the tag team division here in AEW, wow. Is that just me? The tag team division is stacked.
It is.
An incredible division.
Wasn't that one of their things that they said that they wanted to bring back the tag team division? Like, that was like one of their focuses?
Yeah, and it's incredible. You could pick six tag teams from this division, and any one of these six could be their first tag team champions. It's incredible. But with regards to this one, I'm going to agree with you here, Mike. I think Angelico and Jack Evans are probably going to get the W for this one. All their best friends are one of my favourite tag teams at the moment. So I'm torn, but let's go with Angelico and Jack Evans.
All right, like I said, I think we all win in this one because all four are just so good. So I'll use the term cosign. It's the word of the day here on this show, so I'll cosign with you on that, MJ. Chef, who are you going with? Chuck Taylor and Trent Beretta, the best friends, or Angelico and Jack Evans?
I'm going with Taylor and Beretta. One, because I just like the name Beretta and Chuck T. I've seen them. So, plus, we can't agree with everything. So I'm going to have to agree to disagree, but I'm going to go with Chucky and Beretta. So that's my squad pick.
You know what's funny about this, and just a quick story, as someone who's been watching Trent Beretta on the indies since he was known as Plasma on the New York Wrestling Connection scene, where one Brian Myers and Brett Matthews, a.k.a. Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder, came from. This dude has just come a long way since his tenure in WWE as a part of the Dude Busters with Kalen Croft, and then doing his thing in Roppongi Vice with Rocky Romero. He's the one that I think is an amazing standout. But yeah, like I said, all of them win, and I also got to represent my city, baby, because Trent Beretta is a fellow Long Islander. Represent New York, Chef, right? Rep the city. I just had to say that as well.
Always. Anything that comes out of New York, I'm a fan of it.
All right. So now we got ourselves a 6-woman tag team matchup on this show, gentlemen. It is Aja Kong, Yuka Sakazaki, and Emi Sakura taking on Hikaru Shida, Riho, and Ryo Mizunami. Now, all these talents that I mentioned there, those three come from Pro Wrestling Wave and the DDT promotions, which, AEW is going to be working with those going in Japan. Aja Kong, man, is a legend. She's been around in All Japan Women's Pro Wrestling and just all around. Same as well with her tag team partners, Yuka Sakazaki and Emi Sakura. Veterans, and then we got the youngins that we mentioned from Pro Wrestling Wave. I'm going to go with the veteran team of Aja Kong, Yuka Sakazaki, and Emi Sakura. MJ, who are you going with in the 6-woman tag team matchup?
This could be the most agreeable podcast ever. I'm going to agree with you on that one. How can you go against Team Kong for this one? Absolute legend, as you said. Yeah, that's going to be a 7 or 8 minute match, and Team Kong will come out on top.
Well, dude, I mean, not to be agreeable, but dude, it's Aja Kong, man. We're talking about veteran status here with Aja Kong. Dude, cannot go wrong with Aja Kong. I mean, I look at her, she's a beast. Good Lord. Oh, my God. I like your style. So, Chef, who are you going with? Aja Kong, Yuka Sakazaki, and Emi Sakura, better known as Team Kong, or are you going to go with Shida, Riho, and Mizunami? Who are you picking?
Once again, I get to be the asshole that picks the other guys.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with the young girls because, and I don't want to say no one's name because I don't know what it is with Asian people's name. I always chop it up. It really sucks. But I'm going to go with the young guns because the young guns, they need it more than the veterans at this point. And, going forward, this could be something really good. So I think that give it to the young ones because the way you guys just hyped up these veterans, this loss would mean absolutely nothing because they're all legends.
First and foremost, as someone who's a gentleman and a scholar and a professional human being, I was going to be an asshole and try to make Chef pronounce those names, but I figured I'd be nice and just say. But I figured Okay, Chef, give me Emi Sakura. Try it.
Emi Sakura.
All right, that one's an easy one. Yuka Sakazaki.
Not even going to try it.
Okay. All right, last two. Hikaru Shida.
Hikaru Shida.
All right, Riho.
Oh, Riho, that's easy.
And last but not least, Ryo Mizunami.
Ryo What?
Ryo Mizunami.
Damn. All right. I was gonna say Ryu Tsunami, but I gotta stop. You gotta.
That's a good name.
That is a good name, though. It is.
Trademark that right now.
Okay.
You gotta relax.
You got it. So next up, well, we'll keep this on the path with the women here, where we have the first ever transgender talent. And I'll be honest with you guys, I've seen her work on the Northeast for such promotions as Warriors of Wrestling on Staten Island, New York, and she's done her thing. We got Nyla Rose, we got Britt Baker, Dr. Britt Baker, the wife of Adam Cole, baby. And we got Kylie Ray, who's done her thing on Rise, and just all around the independent circuit. I think we have a great three-way matchup between these three. If I was to pick one just because I loved her performance at All In the Fatal 4-Way matchup, I am going to go with Mrs. Adam Cole. I'm going with Dr. Britt Baker in this one. MJ, we'll start with you. Britt Baker, Nyla Rose, or Kylie Ray in this three-way dance? Who are you picking?
Okay, again, before I give my pick for this one, I think I should say how amazing it is that nobody within AEW has actually mentioned Nyla Rose with regards to her orientation, her transgender. That's non-factor, isn't it? I think that's amazing. She's a woman in the women's division, and I think that's amazing. It's great. My pick for this match. Oh, I was going to say Britt, but I don't want to keep agreeing with everyone, so I'm going to go with Kylie Ray, the girl who loves to smile, Kylie Ray.
Well, we all win in this one, and by the way, breaking down barriers, MJ, again, co-sign. That's the word of the day. We co-signing all day, every day, motherfucking building. I love it. This is beautiful. Chef, Britt Baker, Nyla Rose, or Kylie Ray in this three-way dance. Who you picking, sir?
I wanted to pick Britt Baker because I know her work more than the rest. I mean, I know who Kylie Ray is and stuff like that, but I think I'll go with Nyla Rose just because there's three of us. We all pick somebody different, so I'll go with Nyla Rose.
All right. I mean, we're getting a treat out of that match either way, so which one do I go with next? Okay, we'll go with another six-man tag here. We got the triple threat of Christopher Daniels, Frankie Kazarian, and Scorpio Sky, better known as SoCal Uncensored, taking on the Strong Hearts. Yes, taking on the team of Seema, T-Hawk, and El Lindemann, the Strong Hearts. Now, for those who are not aware with Seema, T-Hawk, and El Lindemann, this is where AEW talked about their promotion working with China, Oriental Wrestling Entertainment. This is where a lot of these guys come from, which is cool. We get to see some Chinese talents, accentuated and exuded. So, in this particular matchup, it's another one where we all win. And I'm going to go with this because, MJ, you said that so beautifully. I'm going to go with SCU. Christopher Daniels, Frankie Kazarian, Scorpio Sky. Go ahead, MJ.
Yeah, agreed completely. What more can I say? SCU, definitely. Yeah, agreed.
Okay. Chef, are you going to go with the Chinese talents from Oriental Wrestling Entertainment, or are you going to go SCU?
No, I'm going to go SCU because I've always been a huge fan of Kazarian. Loved his work from Impact, so I'm strictly going with them just because of Kazarian.
All right, so here's the thing, and I like how you just brought up Frankie Kazarian then, Chef, because I'm going to say this. So I have been a fan of Frankie Kazarian since the days of Matt Bentley, Michael Shane, when him and Tracy Brooks and all three of them were a tandem in TNA as it was at the time. Christopher Daniels doing his thing with Triple X with Low-Key and Primetime Elix Skipper, and just on and on till the break of dawn. Scorpio Sky, I actually remember first seeing him on Wrestling Society X, which was on MTV for a little bit, for a hot minute, if you will. So, I mean, you got three veterans in there, and we get to see some young talents on Seema, T-Hawk, and El Lindemann, so we are in for a treat. Just had to add that just because SCU, and I just wanted to say SCU one more time because it's fucking awesome. So anyway, I digress. Dude, we're going for some AAA World Tag Team Championship now, man. It is the tag team tandem of the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, defending those belts against the Lucha Brothers, Pentagon, El Zero, M. Miedo, Pentagon Jr., and Phoenix. Woo! I cannot wait for this. We've seen the builds with these guys. It's going to be an amazing tag team bout. If I was to pick who's going to win this, you know what? I think we could get more matches out of these two teams. So I'm not going to say, I was going to say the Lucha Brothers take it like that, but I think we're going to get more out of these two. And we can have a great series, if you will, with these teams. So I'm going to say the Young Bucks, whoop whoop, retain the tag titles for AAA here. MJ, are you going Young Bucks retaining, or you think we're going to get a title change with the Lucha Brothers?
I think we'll get a change. I think the Lucha Bros will regain their titles. Just because I'm not sure what the deal is with AAA. I'm not sure if they'll want their champions to be sort of almost under contracts with those guys. I'm not sure. But what I will say is this match is potentially match of the night for me. That's going to be tag team wrestling at its finest. The two best tag teams on the planet right now, without question, in my view. Looking forward to this one.
I think that's the thing. You also have that dream match aspect of this, which I dig, and I think these four are going to just tear the house down. I mean, there's so many great ones, and this is one of the top matches going into Double or Nothing, but I mean, I agree with you, dude. So, Chef, I'm going to step back. Young Bucks or Lucha Brothers AAA World Tag Team Championship is on the line. Who you picking?
I'm definitely going Pentagon Jr. and Phoenix. I think this is definitely, hands down, going to be the best match of the night. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to hear the crowd. I just think that mid-match, people are going to lose their shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm fired up for this. This, like I said, to me, I've never been a Young Bucks fan. I appreciate their work, their legacy, and everything they've done. But to me, right now with Pentagon and Phoenix and these guys, I think it's a perfect marriage and a match. So I'm really, really excited about this one.
Next matchup, gentlemen, we are down to the final two. We have the rematch from Wrestle Kingdom 2018. It is Kenny Omega going one-on-one with Chris Jericho. For me, because I think we're probably going to get more out of these guys again, Kenny won in the first bout, so I'm going to say Jericho wins this bout. And also, we're going to get at Dominion. We got Jericho, the Painmaker, taking on the Rainmaker. That is Okada coming up very soon for the IWGP World's Heavyweight Championship. So you give Jericho some more momentum going into that match as well. So in this one, I got to go with the best in the world. I got to go with the GOAT. I got to go with the Alpha. I'm going with Chris Jericho in this one. MJ, are you going Jericho Omega?
I agree with everything you've just said regarding momentum going into the match against Okada. However, just to not agree, I'm going to go with Kenny Omega. He is the greatest wrestler on the planet today, and I think he is going to be AEW's franchise player for the next couple of years, and I don't see anything other than a Kenny Omega win.
Now, MJ, I got to ask you something. Being such a big Kenny Omega fan, how often in your day do you say, I must now bid you adieu, mwah, and good night, bang? How often do you do the bang? I got to ask you this, MJ.
Three times a day.
Alrighty. So, Chef, this is Omega, it's Jericho, Omega Jericho 2, Alpha versus Omega, it's the rematch. Are you going Jericho or are you going with Kenny Omega?
No, I'm going with Kenny Omega. Like I said, Kenny Omega is the best wrestler on the planet today, and these guys are going to make magic over and over. See, this is the one cool thing where, your WWE fanboys will say, well, people don't know who Kenny Omega is. Like they're trying to say, like, how do they say, the casual fan, which pisses me off because it's such a stupid line. There's nobody on the planet that can out-wrestle this guy. This guy is just fucking phenomenal. So now you're going to have Kenny Omega. You're going to have Chris Jericho, who just somehow, he kind of reminds me of like a David Bowie. Every generation, he just able to adapt and still be fucking Chris Jericho. So AEW has such an amazing thing going forward with these two guys that the first round, because let's face it, this is their first show. I think it has to go Kenny Omega because he is their star going forward.
Now, just to quote David Bowie, Chris Jericho's got the changes. So, I mean, I have to agree with you on that, Chef. We've seen Chris Jericho, rev up his character and just change dimensions over the years. I mean, this is a dude who got a clipboard over. You just made the list. So, I mean, Chris Jericho can get a scarf over. He can get a clipboard over. Chris Jericho is the GOAT, man. But, yeah, I think we're all in for a treat for this matchup, and it's just going to be amazing. And speaking of amazing, it's brother versus brother. We've seen the build. Now, for me, I've seen these two wrestle in WWE on the show that was before WrestleMania, Fastlane, back in 2015, I'll say. And I'll be honest with you, this match should have been a WrestleMania match, but now we're going to get it on AEW's Double or Nothing. It is Cody versus Dustin. Brother versus brother. I've been enjoying the build, and I think I'm going to say this. Dustin Rhodes, Goldust, for his age, he's in his mid-40s, in great shape. He can still go. Cody is Cody, but in this one, I'm going to go with the younger brother. I'm going to say Cody gets the dub, and we're going to be in for a treat, and he's going to do their Papa the American Dream, Death the Road with Proud Baby. So, MJ, are you going Cody, or are you going Dustin?
Okay, so with this one, we've mentioned previously about sort of match of the night candidates. Bucks and Luchas will be incredible. Kenny and Jericho will be fantastic. I think this one psychologically will be untouchable. The psychology that's going to be involved in this match is going to be something else. And with regards to the winner, it's got to be Cody. It's got to be. But the match, the psychology, the reasoning, the story is going to be worth the money alone.
Agreed. I think just the storytelling of this and just, how Cody's talking about he loves his brother with a tear in his eye like he's Ric Flair, just crying about his brother. And I just think the emotion, just everything going into this, I agree with you. Again, co-signing with MJ on that. But yeah, we are in for something special with this. And like I said, do not sleep on this match. Don't sleep on Dustin Rhodes. Don't sleep on Goldust because he's older. It's book marketing wise well. Dude, it's the Natural versus the Nightmare. Are you kidding me? It's the American Nightmare. It's the Natural Dustin Rhodes. Yes.
And that promo by Cody.
Oh wow. My God! Exactly.
Was that not one of the best promos you've ever seen?
It was, dude. Just the raw emotion going into that. It's been absolutely amazing. Just we are in for a treat. MJ, I love you, brother. Go to Chef here. Cody, it's Dustin. I'm thinking this is going to be the main event of the show because it's been so hyped. Who you going with, Cody, or are you going with Dustin? It's brother versus brother, Chef.
This is a hard one because I like them both. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go with Cody because I think that, obviously Dustin will rather just, I don't know if he's going to be an AEW guy, but, he'll probably just take the loss and, give it to his little brother, whatever it is. I think they're going to put an amazing match. That's no question. These guys are pros. But when you guys bring up the promo, that's what I want to bring up. I don't know if you've seen the one with MJF where he had a sword and he was in a fucking chopped pieces.
Yes.
Okay, that shit was absolutely bugged out. This is the cool part with what AEW is doing is everything you see. They also have the All Elite YouTube show.
Yes, being the elite, Chef.
Being the elite, you know what I mean? And these guys do curse. They do say funny stuff. It is so entertaining. And for all the marks that want to sit there and keep shitting on AEW and call it the T-shirt company. Well, this T-shirt company just got a fucking huge TV deal with TNT. The T-shirt company keeps selling out. I do understand that a weekly show is a different kind of beast, but at the end of the day, they even got Jim Ross, who was very close to Vince McMahon, who does understand the in and out. They do got Billy Gunn, who's worked and things like that. They have everything they need in place. And what their thing was, and I'm not trying to keep it all context for Cody and Dustin, but I do like the fact that AEW is built on trying to bring up, young talents that you don't know. It's the one thing that we always keep talking about with another company that's struggling on a network that nobody, knows anything except for the homie Jimmy Houston. You've got to build talent. You got to bring up young people. Your old guys can only take you but so far. If you could bring up the youth and they grow in the company and stick around, all of a sudden you do get the Hangman Pages. You will get the Adam Coles or the EC3s or the whoever's. You know what I mean? So I love everything about it. I'm a fan of something that hasn't even started yet, which is pretty fucking bugged out because a lot of us are fans of a product that don't have a product yet. So my fault for going off thing. I just wanted to say that piece. I'm definitely going Cody, but I think it's only because Dustin's going to, put his little brother over, who's already super over.
I just want to say the fact that we got some Missouri Sugar Baby on this podcast with more Jimmy Houston references. I appreciate that. And number two, again, co-sign with the two of you. We're in for a treat, but it's got to be Cody and Dustin doing the honors for his younger brother. Yeah, guys. So that is AEW this Saturday night. It's friggin' Double or Nothing. It's live in Las Vegas. It's MGM Grand Garden Arena. I cannot wait. We have two more events look to be coming. In June, there's going to be Fighter Fest for AEW in Daytona Beach, Florida at the Ocean Center. We got Fight for the Fallen in July in Jacksonville, Florida at the Daly's Place. So, AEW over the next coming months. Gentlemen, let's see what we got. And before I even close this out, I had one other thing I wanted to mention about the women, because we mentioned those three women and we mentioned the Japanese talent.
Wait, Mike, can I cut you off?
Yeah, good.
Didn't they announce one in Chicago?
I think they might have. I haven't seen the Chicago one. I'm pretty sure, though. MJ, did you see anything about Chicago? Because I think Chef's right on that.
think that's All In 2, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. There you go.
That's what it was. Okay, there you go.
No problem. Yes, well, of course, All In 2. I mean, Chi-Town representing. I agree. What was I going to say? Oh, the women. There we go. So back to the women for a second, because we mentioned the Japanese.
Hey, sorry to interrupt, but if Chef can interrupt, so can I. So it's my turn.
Okay, good.
Is that okay? Don't cut me off. This card that you ran down, we missed out the Hangman Page. What do we think is going to happen there? Is he going to get a replacement? Is he, what's going to happen there? What are your thoughts?
As far as his opponent is, man, I don't even know. If I was them, just because of the Japanese talent, you know who I'd like to see him go against? I'd like to see him go against Kenta, the former Hideo Itami. That would be one I want to see. Have AEW bring in Kenta. If he's not just doing Noah or whatever he's doing, I think Kenta would be a great suitable replacement. What do you think about that, MJ?
That would be incredible. I'm thinking maybe John Moxley, but Kenta, wow, that would be incredible, yeah.
Okay, so if it's not MOX, that spells Mox, one John Moxley, because they are in Las Vegas, Nevada, the hometown of one John Moxley, Dean Ambrose. I think that'd be amazing just to see, because he's going back to his old CZW roots, and just the violent side is back. But yeah, just Kenta, you know what it is too, man? Because before even the whole Dustin thing came into, I would have loved to see him go against Kenta. That was when I was going before Dustin got involved. And I think a lot of people, sweat on Kenta because the way he was booked in WWE as Hideo Itami. I mean, this is a guy that's wrestled Bryan Danielson. He's wrestled Nigel McGuinness. He's been in there with a lot of the greats. So, again, Kenta would be a great suitable replacement. Chef, Hangman Page's opponent, there hasn't been an opponent yet to be announced for him as a replacement since there's no, Hangman Page and Pac happening. Who would you like to see Hangman Page go against?
Ram.
Okay, first and foremost, I'm not shocked on that.
You know what? Like, to be honest with you, I don't think that Moxley is gonna have a match. If he does, that's cool. But I do think he's gonna do a run-in, or he's gonna call somebody. I don't know what he's gonna do, but I do not think he's gonna be in a match. I think he's just going to come out, maybe interfere in the Omega and Jericho thing at the very end where, maybe he takes them both out. Crowd goes absolutely crazy. But I do think that he's definitely going to appear somewhere on Double or Nothing.
Okay, and with John Moxley, I have to say this, with a lot of people speculating about what he's doing. I'm going to say this to you, because a lot of people want to see that dream type of hardcore matchup. John Moxley versus Jimmy Havoc.
Oh, God.
Okay, there's Chef's reaction. MJ, Jimmy Havoc and John Moxley, would you be up for that for the future, possibly?
Yeah, we're going to need a bigger ambulance.
Self-explanatory on that one. Okay. All right, now back to the women for a second. Now we have Allie, who is now a part of the AEW roster with the women. I know they signed Leva Bates, the former Blue Pants, and Leva Bates is going to be doing her thing in there. So we're going to add more women to that. So I got to ask you, MJ, being a fan of the women and all, what do you think about those two, Allie and Leva Bates?
Perfect signings. They're the future of the company, aren't they? I think. Again, like the tag team division, the women division is already special, and it's only going to grow and improve with these network announcements and things like that. So, that's a great little roster there.
Okay, and I'll get the thoughts on Chef. Allie and Leva Bates coming to AEW. What are your thoughts about Allie and Leva Bates?
I love Leva Bates. I've always enjoyed Leva Bates. I'm a big fan of her cosplay stuff. I just like everything about Leva Bates. I think she's a special talent. With Allie, I really think that Impact kind of dropped the ball with her, with having her not wrestle for almost 3 years, and then eventually, acting like she knows how to wrestle, which we all know she knows how to wrestle. But for some reason, I feel like in Impact, she just never caught her footing. You know what I mean? Like, even though we all know, that she's super special, she just never felt like she came across that. Like, something happened where she didn't get to be herself. You know what I mean? Like, she never was Cherry Bomb, the person that we all wanted her to be. So, even though she's sticking with I think she's keeping the name Allie, right?
Yes.
Okay, she's on TV with this, so that makes sense. But I think a fresh coat of paint, a fresh start is going to do her serious justice, because I think she's an amazing talent that should be showcased way better on a TV, night in, night out kind of thing.
Alrighty, and guys, like I said, I think that pretty much sums it up. And man, I cannot wait for these upcoming shows. We got shows in June, we got shows in July, we got All In 2 coming. So MJ, you definitely will be on some more of these prediction shows with us.
Perfect. I look forward to it.
Now, This is where I step back, sir, and before I have Heel Team 6 all day, every day in the motherfucking building, we represent this my city, the whole nine, because Chef knows what he's about. He's the man. Before I have him promote his Twitter and his social media, MJ, let everybody know where we can find you on social media, sir.
Okay, so Twitter, I'm not sure. I've never thought about my Twitter. I think it's MJ_coolbeans. That sounds about right.
Yes, yes, it is.
Yeah, you guys may need to keep an eye on me with this one. So I think it's MJ_coolbeans. We'll give that a go. If it doesn't work, I'll find you.
So I'll put this on my SoundCloud too, where everybody can find MJ Coolbeans. And I just gotta say, I love that dude because, hey man, I don't even know what my Twitter is. Just type in MJ Coolbeans. I'm there. This is who I am.
Find me, you find me.
You could just find me wherever. Here's what you're doing. You were channeling your inner David Otunga in WWE. You're saying Google me. I see what you're saying there, MJ. You're saying Google me. There it is.
If you think the word Coolbeans strong enough, I will find you.
Yes. I love it so much. You can check me out at the normal SM Show 1, MCL92, StephenMikeShow.com, SoundCloud MC Larkin92, StephenMikeShow.com, and I can officially announce this on this show like I will with many, the future host of the Lingerie Fighting Championship podcast coming very, very soon to iHeartRadio. And Chef, go ahead, plug your stuff, Mr. Heel Team 6.
All right, so Twitter, infamous S6X_chef. Don't worry about Instagram because I'm always changing names on that for some reason. Don't know why. And Facebook, please. Heel Team S6X, my Facebook page. I'm actually starting to print out my shirts and do a whole bunch of really cool things. So merch is coming really, really, really soon. So please follow my page. .com will be coming out really soon. So remember, it's Heel Team 6 every day, all day in the mother building.
Also, I would just like to say, yo, baby, I don't fucks with Instagram, so don't even worry about it. Just go with the Facebook and the Twitter. That's how we gonna do it. All right, I just had to add that point to that.
I feel like you two were way more prepared for that than me.
Well, I mean, he is very honest about that, Chef. I see you on Instagram constantly changing names, but you're out there, you're doing your thing, so everybody can check you on Facebook and Twitter and see what the Heel Team 6 Nation is all about, baby.
Facts.
All right. Now, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. We will do this again going forward. So for another edition of the Bodega Wrestling Podcast, my name is Mike Larkin. For Chef, for Mr. MJ, we will talk to you next time.